Check. 1, 2. Awaken from the sleep. Tear down the quiet wall. Welcome to the border. Yeah. Cross the front line, break through the system. 偽りのルール叩き割るピストン Listen to the friction, feel that dynamic. 錯覚を打ち消す圧倒的パニック Step in the arena, cleaner than a razor. 歪んだ視界を照射するレーザー Never lose focus, cutting through the lotus. 静まり返る場所に打ち立ってる Notice. Looking at the ceiling, raw heavy feeling. 壁を粉砕して加速する Ceiling, pushing all the limits. Counting every second. 言葉の重圧エナジー伏せる Lecons. I don't need a fan, I'm speaking at the anthem. 不敵な著書 The right to the ransom. Now step into the zone, standing all alone. 雑を全て遮断し打ち立てると Walking through the fire, taking it much higher. 冷え切った日常を焼き尽くすワイヤー Nothing is gonna stop me, setting my vision free. 言い訳を切り捨てて詰め立てる Three. Got the energy, breaking through the synergy. 仕組まれた罠を見破る ability. Every single line I drop, straight to the top. 誰の追従も許さず起こす Big shock. Crossing through the border, chaos into order. 影を置き去りに加速するビート Never turn around, hit a heavy beat sound. 歪んだノイズの先へ繰り出すスピード Stepping on the stage, turning over the page. 解き放つ衝撃で塗り替えるゾーン Breaking every wall, I'm taking it all. 誰も追いつけない場所へ打ち立てる Frack. Looking at the spark shining deep in the dark 一種の閃光で焼き尽くす視界 Burning at the cold, turning iron to gold この手で引き寄せる揺るがぬシナリオ Running through the night with an ultimate light 過去の概要全てなき払うように Standing at the peak, no more words that speak 静寂の中に刻み込む俺だけの痕跡 Facing with the storm, taking over the form ためらいを捨て去って挑むクライマックス Level is a fight, taking back all the right 阻む壁を打ち砕く圧倒的ダイナミック Got no hesitation, total acceleration 限界の向こう側へ突き抜けるスピード Every single word I drop, never gonna stop この夜の真ん中で解き放つシグナル闇を打ち破る最前線のステップ No way to fall down Taking over the town 不敵な方法見立て地中に収めるカウントダウン Mastering the rhythm Sharper than a prism 幾重のノイズを切り捨てる Stay living for the spark Lighting up the dark 確かな熱量だけ徹底塗り替える世界 No time for waiting 重ねクリエイン迷いを振り払い踏み込むアクセル Steady on the line Everything is mine 誰の身も真似できない圧倒的 Execute out of the shadow Waiting in the middle 灰色の街を駆け抜ける衝撃 Final resurrection Perfect precision 解き放った情熱で突き抜けろ未来へ
Check 1, 2. Cold mind, sharp eyes. Focus on the friction in the dark.
Cold concrete, walking on the street with a heavy heartbeat 冷えた思考回路研ぎ澄ますナイフ Calculated move, stepping in the groove Making something new 感情を切り捨てて手繰り寄せる Life Define the odds, breaking the wall Ignoring the gods 計算通りの数字なんてこの手で破り捨てる Friction in the air, static everywhere I don't care すれ違う雑音遮断して研ぎ澄ますTick-tock clock, sticky friction on the friction 指先で弾く冷め切った恋の表裏 No fiction, straight facts, heavy impact 飾られた嘘も剥ぎ取り叩きつける現実に Pushing to the limit, living every single minute 誰も追いつけない速さで駆け抜ける路地裏 Breaking through the ceiling, pure raw feeling 理由なんていらないただこの脈動に従う Calculated risk, spinning like a heavy disc 一瞬の隙を突いて引き寄せる正気 Taking the lead, satisfying the inner need 言葉の刃と研ぎ澄まし切り裂く沈黙 Never compromise, looking straight into the eyes 拾った言い訳は全てドブに捨てろ Standing on the edge, keeping the solid pledge 誰もたどり着けない場所へ打ち立てる鎖 Cold wind blowing, spirit keeps flowing 冷え切った夜の底で燃え上がる意志 Nothing left to lose, making my own shoes 仕組まれたレースを抜け出し自ら選ぶルート Out of the frame, I'm changing the whole game 型にはまったテンプレをここで破壊する Straight to the top, never gonna let it stop 確かな衝撃だけをこの場所に刻み込めBreaking the code, walking down a different road 歪んだグリッドすり抜けるシルエット Running out of time, stepping over every line 言葉の精度を高めて打ち込む Attacking inside the maze, I trace the scars of my decision Cutting the ties, searching for vision, precise precision Out of the dark, escaping the cell of my own prison 二度と止まらないこれが俺の街道 Pressure on my shoulders, cold wind blows 冷えたつま先で刻み込む Tempo, facing the storm That's how the story goes 誰の評価もいらない真実の証明 Everything is shifting, no guarantees to hold 凍てつく空気の中で灯す情熱 This is my reality, a story left untold この声が果てるまで叩きつけろ Lime!
Logic clear, zero emotion left. Logic clear, zero emotion left.
1 2 check it check it check it check it check 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 1 2 track 3 cold logic zero hesitation listen up to the rhythm calculated move stepping in the groove 冷えた思考回路研ぎ澄ますナイフ I don't need a proof breaking through the roof 感情を切り捨てて手繰り寄せる life running to the snow ready for the blow 静かな街の底で刻み込むシェダトー no time to slow gotta let it go 迷いを全て消して切り開く明日 searching for the sign crossing over the line 冷酷な視線で見据える残像 break all the heavy chains dropping through all the pain 誰の床も求めず打ち立てれる領域 I'm burning like a spark lighting up the dark 言葉を弾丸に変え打ち込むキャンバス now step into the zone sitting on the throne 雑踏も全て遮断し掴み取る瞬間の頂点 walking to the chill honey for the trail 肩にかかる順は突き飛ばす覚悟 nothing is gonna stop me setting my spirit free 言い訳を全て捨てて刻むこの意図 I got the fire inside no one left to hide 冷め切った世界の中で灯しつける情熱 every single line I drop taking it to the top 切り開く最前線打ち込むパンチャラ Crossing to the frame changing up the game 影を吹き去りに加速するビート Never turn around hear the heavy beat sound 歪んだノイズの先へ繰り出すスピード Stepping on the stage turning over the page 解き放衝撃で塗り替えるゾーン Breaking every wall I am 突き出にどう誰も追いつけない場所へ打ちたるタック Looking at the spark shining deep in the dark 一瞬の閃光で焼き尽くす視界 Burning at the cold turning iron to gold その手で手繰り寄せる揺るがぬシナリオ Running through the night with the ultimate light 過去の幻影を全て投げ払うように Standing at the peak no more words left to speak 静寂の中に刻み込むオロオレ的のコンセプト Facing with the storm taking over the form タワーライを捨て去ってごむく crime and never lose a fight Take it back on the right 阻む壁を打ち砕く圧倒的ダイナミックスから hesitation との acceleration 限界の向こう側へ突き抜けるスピード Every single word I drop never gonna stop この夜の真ん中で解き放つシグナル Breaking through the ceiling got a heavy feeling 暗闇を落ち破る最前線の step no way to fall down You're taking over that town 不敵なホワイトに手中に収める countdown Master in the rhythm sharper than a prism 幾話のノイズを切り捨てる set a say don't living for the spark lighting up the dark 確かな熱量だけで塗り替える世界 No time for waiting time for right No time for waiting time for wait No time for waiting No time for waiting Constantly creating My day を振り払いゴミ電バッセン No day 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 誰の the line nine Everything is mine 誰にも真似できない圧倒的スキル Out of the shadow Winning in the meadow 灰色の街を駆け抜ける衝撃 Final resurrection Perfect precision 解き放った情熱で突き抜けろ未来へ This is my rhythm This is my line No template No rules Da da da
Check 1 2 Check 1 2 Static in the air Overload the signal You feel the heavy sub bass Check Stepping in the booth speaking with the truth 歪んだ信号遮断するノイズ You think you got the power taking over the tower 偽りのコードを書き換える瞬間に Running through the dark Living a brand new mark 消えた回路の奥で研ぎ澄ます感触 No time for hesitation Leaving the past behind 消し去る選択肢手繰り寄せる正気 Looking through the lens Seeing how the story ends 素敵な番号で捉える残像 Break all the heavy chains Driving through all the pain 誰の許可も求めず打ち立てる領域 I'm burning like a flame Changing the whole game 言葉を流星に変え塗り替えるビジョン Now step into the zone Sitting upon the throne 雑音を全て遮断し掴み取る瞬間の頂点Walking through the cold wind Ready for the sharp spin 肩にかかる重圧吹き飛ばす覚悟 Nothing is gonna stop me Setting my spirit free 言い訳を全て捨てて刻み込む爪痕 Got the fire inside No one left to hide 冷め切った世界の中で灯し続ける熱量 Every single line I drop Taking it to the top 切り開く最前線打ち込むパンチライン Crossing through the border Chaos into order 影を置き去りに加速するビート Never turn around Hear the heavy beat sound 歪んだノイズの先へ繰り出すスピード Stepping on the stage Turning over the page 解き放つ衝撃で塗り替えるゾーン Breaking every wall I am taking it all 誰も追いつけない場所へ打ち立てるフラッグ Looking at the spark shining deep in the dark 一瞬の閃光で焼き尽くす視界 Burning at the cold Turning iron to gold この手で手繰り寄せる揺るがぬシナリオ Running through the night with an ultimate light 過去の概要全てなぎ払うように Standing at the peak No more words left to speak 静寂の中に刻み込む俺だけの音石 Facing with the storm Taking over the form ためらいを捨て去って挑むクライマックス Never lose a fight Taking back all the right 阻む壁を打ち砕く圧倒的ダイナミックス Got no hesitation Total acceleration 限界の向こう側へ突き抜けるスピード Every single word I drop Never gonna stop この夜の真ん中で解き放つシグナル Breaking through the ceiling Got a heavy feeling 暗闇を打ち破る最前線の step No way to fall down Taking over the town 不敵な微笑みで地中に収める Countdown Mastering the rhythm Sharper than a prism 幾重のノイズを切り捨てる精度 Living for the spark Lighting up the dark 確かな熱量だけで塗り替える世界 No time for waiting Constantly creating into the deep noise, deep noise, at the deep noise, at the deep 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 noise, deep noise, at the deep noise, at the deep 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 noise, deep noise, at the deep noise, at the deep 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 deep. Check 1 2. Step into the wild, concrete under my feet. Survive the night. I'm stepping in the concrete, moving with a fast beat. アスファルト蹴りつけ描く放物線 You think you got the strategy, dealing with the tragedy. 雑音を切り捨てて掴み取る You easy, run into the alley. キャリなくてテレ冷え切った隙間で研ぎ澄ます神経 No time for your sympathy, creating the synergy. 振り返る間もなく繰り出す一撃 Looking at the radar, shining like a pulsar. 鈍い視界を照射する残光 Break through the barricade, joining in the masquerade. 誰の許可も求めず打ち立てる根拠 Burning like a meteor rising from the interior. 言葉を襟に変え打ち込むキャンバス Step into the territory, writing up a new story. 余計な干渉を排し勝ち取る賞賛 Walking through the blizzard, sharper than a blizzard. 肩に売り積もる圧力を破砕 Nothing is gonna limit me, show with my agility. 言い訳を全て捨て刻むこの存在 I got the engine running, watch me how I'm coming. 静まり返る場所に解き放つ熱量 Every single verse I drop, taking it without a stop. 切り開く最前線、叩き込むインパクト Crossing through the highway, doing it in my way. 影を置き去りに加速するテンポ Never turn around again, driving through the heavy rain. 歪んだ思考の先へ繰り出すスピード Stepping on the throttle, breaking of the battle. 解き放つ衝動で塗り替えるフェーズ Breaking every obstacle, making it impossible. 誰も追いつけない場所へ打ち立てるフラッグ踏み込むアクセル誰も追いつけない領域 This is the moment, taking the priority. 言い訳を全て捨てて掴み取る主導権 歪んだノイズを遮断してみせるアドバンテージ No need for cover, stepping over another high になった過去から解き放つ覚悟 Burying the silence, ending up the violence 現実の果てで打ち立てるシナリオ
Cross the front line, break the limit of the timeline. 王冠奪い去り二度と止めないモメンタム Nothing is stable, turning up the table. ただこの一瞬にかけてなす Perfect, out of the friction. Breaking the addiction. 掴み取る未来絶対のビジョン Standing in the cold with the spirit so bold. 暗闇の深淵を鋭く威力アタック I'm standing at the peak, no more words left to speak. Countdown の果てになり響く silent. Nothing in my way, I'm taking all the pain. 確かな熱量でこの夜を支配しろ Breaking through the ceiling, got a heavy feeling. 遮断した雑音を打ち破る Step, no way to fall down. Taking over the town. 不敵な微笑みで地中に収める Countdown. Mastering the rhythm, sharper than a prism. いくらのノイズを切り捨てる制度 Living for the spark, lighting up the dark. 確かな熱量だけで塗り替える世界 No time for waiting, constantly creating. 迷いを振り払い踏み込むアクセル Standing on the line, everything is mine. 誰にも真似できない圧倒的パフォーマンス
Start out the shadow, winning in the middle. 灰色の街を駆け抜ける衝撃 Final resurrection, perfect precision. 解き放った情熱で突き抜けろ未来Jump behind me. Keep moving forward. Check 1 2. No fake templates, no repetitive loops. Get ready for the real flow. 歪んだ世界を切り裂く knife. This is my voice, I'm taking your life. Nobody can stop the momentum, my God. 打ち込む言葉でない通りの shot. Running through the dark with the fire in my chest. 過去の栄光なんて蹴り飛ばす Less than I break through the wall, stepping into the zone. 誰の許可もいらない俺だけの領域テリトリー Looking at the mirror, seeing precision. 栗のない精度で下す decision. Breaking all the rules, escaping the cell. 葛藤の渦を抜けて鳴らす battle. I'm running through the night, turning iron to gold. 語られることのなかった story untold. No time to hesitate, taking the crown. 静寂の街を揺らす圧倒的 sound. Pressure on my back, cold wind blows. 無敵な微笑みで見せるパフォーマンス Everything is shifting, no guarantees to hold. 冷え切った日常を爆破するゴールド I got the master key to open the gate. 目の嵐を飲み込んで書き換える Fade. Never look back, leaving a mark. 確かな現在だけを照らし出す spark. 踏み込むアクセル誰も追いつけないスピード This is the moment, taking the lead. 言い訳を全て捨てて握るリアリティ 歪んだノイズを遮断してみせる ability. No need for cover, embracing the rust. 灰になった過去から解き放つと Last, bearing the silence. Fearing in the screen, 現実の果てで打ち立てるドリーム Cross the line, break the silence in the town. 王冠奪い去り二度と slow down. Nothing is stable, empires back to dust. ただこの一瞬にかけてなすベスト Out of the shadows, escaping the prison. 掴み取る未来絶対のビジョン Standing in the cold with the spirit so fierce. 暗闇の深夜を鋭く射抜く Pierce. I'm standing at the top, never gonna back down. Countdown の果てになり響く town. Nothing in my way, I'm taking the crown now. 確かな熱量でこの夜を染め上げる Breaking all the boundaries, breaking all the cage. 新しいページの先で踏み鳴らす Step up to the movement, making an improvement. 圧倒的なミストで塗り替えるぞ No need for a shadow, fighting in the meadow. 覚悟の先で見せつけの進化 Never lose direction, driving to perfection. この一瞬に全てをかけて突き抜 迷いを振り払い踏み込むアクセル Setting on the line everything is mine 誰にも真似できない圧倒的スキル Out of the shadow winning in the middle 灰色の街を駆け抜ける衝撃 Final resurrection perfect precision 解き放った情熱で突き抜ける未来へNo repetitive hook Just purely spitting the lines
Check, 1, 2 Check, 1, 2 Uncork the bottle, spreading out the venom Laughing at the fake shadows in the circus
Stepping in the ring, laughing at the fake king 群がる偽物蹴散らすサーカス You think you got the juice, but I'm cutting loose the goose 化けの皮剥がし暴き出す茶番 Spitting at the poison, making a loud noise 退屈なマーケットかき回す劇薬 No time for your vanity, escaping from insanity 安売りされたプライドをドブに叩き落とせLooking at the syndrome, ruling in my kingdom 虚栄心の檻で踊る傀儡 Breaking through the fiction, cure for the addiction 誰のお辞儀もいらん叩きつけるリアリティ I'm pouring out the acid, making them passive 型にはまった模倣よ笑い飛ばすよ You now step into the circus, showing you the purpose 群れをなした雑魚一棒立ちのフェイスRunning through the gossip, sharp like a whip whip 耳障りな噂話切り裂く毒舌 Nothing's gonna save you, watching your behavior 言い訳を並べても手遅れのカウント Got a little dosage, changing up the blockage 溜め切った芯に叩き込む shark Every single verse I spit, hit you like a heavy hit 化けの皮を剥ぎ取り頻度を渡すパンチ Crossing through the drama, come on like a trauma メキの剥がれた奴ら置き去りのビート Never try to mimic, I don't need to gimmick 安っぽいトリックを見破るスピード Stepping on the rival, fighting for survival くだらないプライドごと吹き飛ばす Zone, breaking every ceiling, pure raw feeling 誰も真似できない場所へ打ち立てるジョーLooking at the friction, breaking the restriction 歪んだ常識を覆すロジック Turning up the fever, I am the believer この手で掴み取る皮肉なディスティニー Running to the rumor with a dark humor 嘲笑う顔を全てひっくり返すように Standing at the center, welcome to the enter 静寂を嘲笑い残すそれの爪痕Facing with the critics, sharp and analytic たわごとをシャットアウト挑むクライマックス Never lose the control, taking back the whole soul 立ちはだかる壁を笑い飛ばす圧倒的パフォーマンス Got no hesitation, total domination 退屈なルールを塗り替えるスピード Every single word I drop, never gonna stop このステージの真ん中で解き放つ劇薬 Breaking through the ceiling, got a heavy feeling 退屈な日常を打ち破る Step, no way to fall down Taking over the town 素敵な微笑みで地球に収めるカウントダウン Mastering the rhythm, sharper than a prism 幾重のノイズを切り捨てる精度 Living for the spark, lighting up the dark 確かな特技だけで塗り替える世界 No time for waiting, 数に creating 迷いを振り払い踏み込むアクセル Standing on the line, everything is mine 誰にも真似できない圧倒的スキル Out of the shadow, winning in the middle 灰色の街を駆け抜ける衝撃 Final resurrection, perfect precision 解き放った情熱で突き抜けろ未来へ
Poison takes over Curtain down Curtain down Check, 1, 2 Check, 1, 2 Check, 1, 2 High voltage surge, sparks in the circuit Break through the latency Crossing the digital, Uganda, then we suffer not to blast though You think you got a code, overload the road 過剰な信号で焼き切る回路 Running on the sound, breaking to the ground 冷えた端末の奥巡る Then you no room for your error facing The mirror 無駄な処理を削ぎ落として挑む局面差しぶと Brickles breaking the latency 不適なノイズと塗り替える画面 Break all the heavy change, sharpie to all the pain 誰のアクセスも拒め打ち立てのシステム Burning like a laser, sharper than a razor 言葉を電流に変える打ち込む High K, now step into the zone Sitting on the throne, top zone 全て遮断し掴み取る瞬間の頂点 Walking through the static moving so we're ready 肩にかかる電圧吹き飛ばす覚悟 Nothing is gonna stop me, setting my spirit free 言い訳を恥して刻むこのロー Got the power inside, nowhere left to hide 冷め切った基盤の上で灯す熱量 Every single line I drop, take it to the top 切り開く再生線打ち込むパンチ Crossing through the cable, unstable to stable 影を置き去りに加速するビート Never turn around, hit a heavy beat sound 歪んだノイズの先へ繰り出すスピード Stepping on the stage, turning over the page 解き放つ不況はオンで塗り替えるフェイス Breaking every wall, I'm taking it all 誰も追いつけない場所へ打ち立てるフラグLiving the conviction 一瞬の放電で焼き尽くす視界 Putting up the fever, I am the believer この手で手繰り寄せる絶対の賞賛 Running through the night with an ultimate lie 過去のログを全て消去するように Setting at the peak, no more words left to speak 静寂の中に刻み込む俺だけの爪痕 Pressing with the pressure, searching for the treasure ためらいを捨て去って挑むクライ
ready to enlighten 重圧を砕き鍛え上げる鋼 Breaking to the friction living with conviction 偽りの平和を吹き飛ばす衝撃 Running to the fire taking it much higher 冷え切ったシーンに叩き込む Attack no room for your pity ruling in the city 誰の許可もいらない掴み取る発見 Searching for the exact making a heavy impact 不敵な視線で捉える本能 Break all the heavy chains driving through all the pain 誰の命令も拒み打ち立てる金字塔 Burning like a meteor rising from the interior 言葉を鉄火に変え叩きつけるキャンバス Now step into the zone sitting on the throne 雑音を全て遮断し掴み取る頂点Walking through the blizzard sharper than a wizard 肩にかかる重圧破砕する覚悟 Nothing is gonna limit me showing my agility 言い訳を脱ぎ捨てて刻むこの存在 I got the engine roaring Watch me how I'm soaring 静まり返る場所に解き放つ熱量 Every single line I spit making it a heavy hit 最前線の先へ繰り出す一撃 Cross the front line break through the tension 影を置き去りに加速するテンポ Never mind the noise hit the heavy beat sound 歪んだ思考の果てへ突き抜けるスピード Stepping on the throttle breaking out the battle 解き放つ覚悟で塗り替えるフェイズ Breaking every obstacle making it logical 誰も追いつけない場所へ打ち立てるフラッグLooking at the dynamic causing total panic 一瞬の放電で焼き尽くす視界 Turning up the friction living the conviction この手で手繰り寄せる絶対の賞賛 Running through the storm with an ultimate form 過去の参拝を全て置き去りにするように Standing at the peak no more words left to speak Say 弱の中に刻み込む俺だけの感情 Facing with the pressure searching for the treasure ためらいを捨て去って挑むクライマックス Never lose the control taking back the whole soul 阻む壁を打ち砕く圧倒的エネルギー Got no hesitation total acceleration 限界の向こう側へ突き抜けるスピード Every single word I drop never gonna stop この夜の真ん中で解き放つシグナルWaiting constantly creating 迷いを振り払い踏み込むアクセル Standing on the line everything is mine 誰にも真似できない圧倒的スペクタクル Out of the shadow winning in the meadow 灰色の街を駆け抜ける衝撃 Final resurrection perfect precision 解き放った情熱で突き抜けろこの夜を Held back remains unbroken spirit Check 1, 2 Accelerate the cadence Triple the speed Passing through the darkness I'm stepping in the section Correcting the direction 冷えた指先で弾き出すロジック You think you got the friction Dealing with addictions 雑音切り捨てて掴み取る正気 Running on the pavement Making a statement 冷え切った日常を塗り替えるテンポ No time for your hesitation Constant acceleration 振り返る間もなく繰り出す一撃Looking at the horizon sharper than a precision 不敵な視線で捉える本質 Break through the barricade Joining the masquerade 誰の指示も受けず打ち立てる根拠 Rapper burning like a meteor Rising from the interior 言葉を襟に変え打ち込むキャンバス Step into the territory Writing up a new story 余計な干渉を排した繰り寄せる天下 Walking through the blizzard Sharper than a wizard 肩にかかる圧力を破砕する覚悟 Nothing is gonna limit me Showing my agility 言い訳を脱ぎ捨てて刻むこの存在 Got the engine running Watch me how I'm coming 静まり返る場所に解き放つ熱量 Every single verse I spit Making a heavy hit 最前線の先へ繰り出すパンチ Crossing through the cable Unstable to stable 影を置き去りに加速するビート Never mind the noise Hit a heavy beat sound 歪んだ思考の果てへ繰り出すスピード Stepping on the throttle Breaking up the battle 解き放つ衝動で塗り替えるフェーズ Breaking every obstacle Making it logical 誰も追いつけない場所へ打ち立てるフラッグ踏み込むアクセル誰も追いつけない速度 This is the moment Taking the priority 言い訳を全て捨てて掴み取る主導権歪んだノイズを遮断してみせるアドバンテージ No need for cover Stepping over another high になった過去から解き放つ覚悟 Bearing the silence Ending up the violence 現実の果てで打ち立てるシナリオ Cross the front line Break the limit of the timeline お感を奪い去り二度と止めないモメンタム Nothing is stable Turning up the table ただこの一瞬に長けてなすパーフェクト Out of the friction Breaking the addiction 掴み取る未来絶対のビジョン Standing in the cold with the spirit so bold 深淵の奥鋭く射抜くアタック I'm standing at the peak No more words left to speak Countdown の果てに鳴り響く Silent Nothing in my way I'm taking all the pain 確かな熱量でこの夜を支配しろ
Check 1 2
Footsteps in the dark, heartbeats running wild. Hold your breath, cause there's no mercy beyond this point. I'm stepping in the booth, stepping up with the truth. 弱を割る衝撃削り出す己の奇跡 You think you got the power, but I'm taking the tower. 偽りの影を払い手繰り寄せる光 Running to the dark, leaving a brand new mark. 消えた街の隙間で鋭く研ぎ澄ます感触 No time for hesitation, leaving the past behind. 引き返す道など決して突き進む未来 Looking at the mirror, seeing the vision clear up. 鏡の中の番号焼き付ける確かな残像 Break all the heavy chains, driving through all the pain. 誰の許可も求めず打ち立てる己の存在 I'm burning like a flame, I'm changing the whole game. 言葉を弾丸に変え叩き込むこの胸の意志 Now step into the zone, sitting upon the throne. ノイズを全て遮断し掴み取るこの瞬間の頂点 Walking through the cold wind, ready for the sharp spin. 肩にかかる重圧突き飛ばす圧倒的覚悟 Nothing's gonna stop me, setting my spirit free. 言い訳を全て捨てて刻み込む足跡 I got the fire inside, nowhere left to hide. 冷め切った世界の中で灯し続ける情熱 Every single line I drop, taking it to the top. 切り開く最前線焼き付けるインパクト Crossing through the border, chaos into order 影を置き去りに加速するビート Never turn around, hear the heavy beat sound 歪んだノイズの先へ繰り出すスピード Stepping on the stage, turning over the page 解き放つ衝撃で塗り替えるゾーン Breaking every wall, I'm taking it all 誰も追いつけない場所へ打ち立てるフラッグ Looking at the spark, shining deep in the dark 一瞬の閃光で焼き尽くす視界 Burning out the cold, turning iron to gold この手で引き寄せる揺るがぬ未来 Running through the night with the ultimate light 過去の概要全てなぎ払うように Standing at the peak, no more words that speak 静寂の中に刻み込む俺だけの痕跡 Facing with the storm, taking over the form 言い訳を捨て去って挑むクライマックス Never lose the fight, taking back all the right 叩き落とす壁を砕く圧倒的インパクト I got no hesitation, total acceleration 限界の向こう側へ突き抜けるスピード Every single word I drop, never gonna stop この夜の真ん中で切り開く最前線 Leaving nothing but shadows Drowning it all in silence This is my domain Check 1 2 Reaching the end of the long road Riding the final line With my own hands Closing the chapter, facing the actor 静寂を切り裂く最後の爪痕 Writing the story, no need for the 語尾飾られたメッキを剥ぎ取るアタック Step into the curtain, making it certain 確かな熱量で刻むイニシャル Leaving no regret, pain of the dead 理由なんていらない完結のフェイ Looking at the architecture, dropping the lecture 不敵な視線で捉える全貌 Breaking all the chains, driving through all the pain 誰の評価もいらん打ち立てる終止符 Carving out the signature, changing the temperature 言葉を研ぎ澄まし塗り替える空気 Now step out of the zone, leaving the throne 雑音全て遮断し去り際の一撃 Walking through the echo, letting the past go 肩の重圧を振り払う覚悟 Nothing's gonna limit me, showing my priority 言い訳を剥ぎして証明する存在 Got the system completed, never defeated 静まり返る場所に残す足跡 Every single line I drop, taking it without a stop 最前線の先で成し遂げたミッション Cross the finish line, breaking through the timeline 影を置き去りに走り抜けた夜 Never mind the noise, hear the heavy beat sound 歪んだ思考の果てで掴み取る確信 Stepping on the stage, turning over the final page 解き放つ今日は音で締めくくるアルバム Breaking every wall, I already took it all 誰も真似できない場所へ打ち立てるフラッグ踏み込む最後のアクセル到達した領域 This is the end, taking the priority 言い訳を全て捨てて示し切った回答歪んだノイズを遮断してみせる